What's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to share with you the top 10 best couch co-op games that I played on the most recent consoles. Now I grew up as the middle child between two brothers and we all shared one console, so finding great couch co-op games to play was always a priority. I hope that I can help narrow down your search for your next great couch co-op adventure. I want to do a quick shout out to my buddy Carl for helping with today's content. Go check him out on Twitch at Smalls2496. You can even find me on there time to time playing with him and his crew. Starting off the list, we have the sequel to one of the best indie games I've ever played. Overcooked shined a new light into party games and was an instant hit. Now what could possibly make the sequel infinitely more fun? Throwing food! That's right, a simple new mechanic brings the kitchen chaos up to the max in this cooperative cooking experience. You can now quickly pass off food to one another from a distance, as well as throw food into pots, throw dishes into sinks, and much more, making for some seriously hilarious moments as you try to coordinate between two or more players. Among the wide range of new kitchen settings are hot air balloons, mines, a wizard school, whitewater rafting, and even some familiar maps such as lava kitchens. All of the kitchens are expertly designed challenges that keep each round feeling distinctively outrageous all the way through the 15-minute final kitchen marathon. Although it seems like constant chaos, there is a planning and strategic appeal to being efficient in the kitchen. Overcooked 2 places players in the perfect middle ground between strategy and pandemonium, resulting in one of the most fun strategic co-op games to date. Whether you played the first game or not, Unravel 2 offers one of the best co-op platforming experiences in recent years, which is only enhanced by the fact that you remain constantly connected to your partner, for better or worse. There are no major new abilities to single out in the sequel, but the addition of a second player adds plenty of depth to the existing ones. For instance, either player can now function as a movable anchor point, allowing the other player to rappel, ascend, or swing across otherwise impassable gaps. The story, which seems to have a serious undertone, feels instantly overlooked, as now having two players to attempt every puzzle gives a more comical feel to the game, like it's more of a task than a story. But that's okay. You aren't playing Unravel 2 for the story, you're playing it for the fun. Unravel 2 takes you through well-designed puzzles in which teamwork is key, all within beautifully crafted environments accompanied by a charming soundtrack. Odds are, at some point you are going to screw over your friend as they dangle helplessly at your whim. And that's what stuck out to me. The moments created by the players through thick and thin. Laugh at the failures and high-five at the accomplishments. Unravel 2 brings inanimate objects to life with charming gameplay and well-done co-op mechanics. Up next is absolutely one of the best adventures you can have from your couch. Some of this may sound familiar if you've seen the most unique games I played in 2018 video, but it needs to be said again. A Way Out is a game specifically designed to play with a friend at all times. It's an incredibly cinematic game in which you and your partner work together to escape prison. A Way Out uses a lot of tandem mechanics, meaning you and your partner will be performing actions together in real time that rely heavily on the cooperation of your partner. You absolutely cannot do it alone. This game is truly unique in the way it handles real-time events. For the most part, you are split screen. Even when the game is online, you play split screen so that you can always see what your partner is doing. During fights, escapes, robberies, or any other bigger real-time event that occurs, the camera angles always have a unique way of showing the action. The adventure takes you way beyond what you'd expect, and the ending will take your breath away and maybe even cause some problems between you and the friend you choose to play it with. A Way Out is a game that demands couch co-op, puts a cinematic new spin on how real-time events occur, and tells a co-op story that is refreshing from start to finish. Now for those of you looking for a more intensive game, maybe an RPG to chip away at over the coming months, Divinity Original Sin 2 is going to fulfill that request. Divinity Original Sin, released in 2014, evolving the isometric RPG formula in a myriad of ways. Original Sin 2 keeps those features, refines them, and dials them up to 11. The story that the sequel tells is infinitely better and worth investing in. Turn-based combat is executed on extremely well and leaves every strategic option up to the player or the group. The co-op multiplayer is seamlessly integrated and allows players to run around the game's world as they please, as opposed to being tethered at a certain distance. This game is extremely deep. It takes a passion for storytelling and isometric RPGs to really want to tackle this thing full force. Yet I can't recommend it enough. What this game seems to get 100% correct is the way the game is designed to both tell an amazing story, yet also allow the player to go and do anything. Divinity Original Sin 2 goes a step beyond, telling a clear story and allowing, even encouraging you to do all kinds of dumb things, all without completely breaking the game. It's the holy grail of RPG games, and for gamers around my age looking for something that both reminds us of the games we grew up on and also showcases what video games are capable of now, Divinity Original Sin 2 will provide the hundreds of hours of gameplay you're looking for. Up next is a perfect example of developers listening to their community. In response to all the requests, Cly Entertainment implemented all of the requested multiplayer features into Don't Starve, thus creating the Don't Starve Together spin-off title. Don't Starve Together is a survival game in which you collect, build bases, and ultimately just try to stay alive. It's a great alternative take on the genre and has a few different ways to enjoy the co-op gameplay. Okay, now I have to throw one VR option on the list, and it's amazing because it only requires one headset to play. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a great use of the VR headset in a cooperative way. The person inside the VR headset sees a briefcase with a bomb in it, and the people participating in the real world have bomb disposal docs. The idea is to use the bomb disposal documents to defuse the device by actually talking to one another and cooperating. It's all set to a time limit to add tension, and the bombs get increasingly trickier to dismantle. It's seriously so much fun and a perfect party game. Communication is key, and that's why, if you keep talking, nobody will explode. The 1930s animation-inspired run-and-gun title Cuphead is notoriously brutal in its difficulty. You're met with a barrage of projectiles and tricky platforming challenges that lead to repeated deaths in each and every stage, with boss fights feeling almost impossible at times. Although the game is really difficult, repeated attempts at each stage become extremely rewarding as there's an upgrade system, allowing you and whoever you're playing with to choose different powers and upgrade paths, mixing and matching your skills and attacks. Cuphead is the perfect co-op game to put you and your partner's skills to the test. Alright, so bashing in zombie rains is always fun, regardless of whether you're playing with a friend or not. But 7 Days to Die has a survival element to it where it's beneficial to play with somebody else, as you have to craft medical supplies, loot houses, and more. So having an extra pair of hands to help is crucial during a zombie apocalypse. In this open world survival situation, you are in constant need of sustenance while running around, so looking for water and resources is a must. Sending either yourself or your partner to scavenge while the other person looks for materials to build with is a surefire way to get things done quickly. Make sure to stay on high alert for zombies, and don't be afraid to abandon your task if your partner needs help fighting off the undead. Hitting on another RPG, Diablo III is a dungeon crawler RPG that is perfect for couch co-op between fantasy fans. Picking between a plethora of classes with different skill sets and abilities, you're tasked with beating up Diablo, the series' main antagonist. There's also a bunch of side stories and quests if you want to put the campaign on the back burner. Additionally, the Xbox One version of Diablo III not only contains the base game, but the Reaper of Souls expansion, giving you and your player 2 even more content to blitz through. Lastly, let's touch on a classic franchise that has been brought up to speed for the most recent generation of consoles. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, is a twin pack of both Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2, which are huge open-world first-person shooters styled like an MMORPG. They boast a gigantic, fleshed-out main story campaign, as well as a horde of side quests and missions, perfect for playing through with a buddy. There are a handful of different characters to choose from, each with their own unique class and abilities, so you'll have no problem finding a character that suits your playstyle best. So there you have it, guys. In a world where couch co-op is becoming more and more a thing of the past, here are 10 games that are totally worth your time. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and always feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to stay notified whenever I post a video, and until next time, I'll see you guys.